Let me just say that I'm not affiliated with any service mentioned in this video. Okay, there are now more ways than ever to learn guitar at home, many of which are cheaper than they have ever been. The main ones we'll be focusing on are YouTube tutorials, guitar games, so Rocksmith, Rocksmith Plus and Musician, Tablature, so Songster and Ultimate Guitar, online lesson sites, so Jamplay, Guitartrix, Fender Play and Justin Guitar, online teachers, and TrueFile. We'll be judging these methods on effectiveness, cost, and overall fun. Let's start. 1. Effectiveness. If you want to learn guitar, the importance of finding an effective method to do so cannot be overstated. This is where online teachers and lesson sites shine, as they provide you with structured courses and lessons based on whatever path you want to go down in guitar playing. These courses are taught by well-trained guitar tutors, usually with years of professional experience. Professional tutors and these lesson sites have pros and cons. 1. Learning songs. Guitartrix and Fender Play have an endless library of songs to choose from, more than any given tutor would know at the top of their head. 2. Total amount of lessons. Lesson sites also have thousands of lessons available for anyone to access, covering countless techniques and genres. 3. Personalized learning. Guitar tutors will obviously have a more personal connection with you than any instructor on Guitartrix.com or Fender Play, for example, which might help you learn more effectively. 4. 24/7 access. Whilst lesson times are limited and precise with guitar tutors, on lesson sites, a membership will let you access all material at any given time. 5. Cost. This is simple. Lesson sites are far cheaper than getting a tutor, Fender Play is a lot cheaper than Guitartrix, and JustinGuitar.com is completely free. So, overall, I would recommend online lesson sites as the most effective methods for most people. Though it isn't quite that black and white. Quality YouTube tutorials can also be very effective, and considering the abundance of them, they are a highly valuable tool. That being said, they don't have any structure, meaning a beginner guitarist will probably feel lost. And if you do want to get an online guitar tutor, there are a couple of options from there. 1. Freelance tutors. Simply going on Fiverr and searching for a guitar teacher is a good way to find them. As many freelancers on there are particularly eager for customers, you'll definitely find many highly reviewed options for very fair prices. 2. Preply.com. I'm not affiliated with this website in any way, nor any other services mentioned in this video. Preply.com is just the first search engine for guitar tutors that I found. They have all kinds of filters, including price and specialties, that will help you find your ideal teacher. 2. Cost. Cost is a pretty simple one. If you want the cheapest way to learn guitar, it includes lessons for all kinds of techniques, all the songs you could possibly want, a genuinely great tool for improvisation, and more, then Rocksmith 2014 Remaster is the best option. Despite being old, it is still great software, and now that Ubisoft has discontinued it in favor of the modernized Rocksmith Plus, it has become ethically acceptable to pirate the game for free. That being said, you do still need a real tone cable to get the most out of the game, or the same type of cable made by a different brand. You can get those for around $10 USD, not including shipping. I'll drop some links in the description. And also, if you want to get the most out of the game, make sure to check out CDLC, a free method to get thousands of songs onto Rocksmith for free. I'll drop a link to a tutorial for that too. Anyway, continuing on the cost discussion, it is worth noting that right now a TrueFire Plus Jamplay annual subscription can be bought for under $9 a month. There is currently a sale, though I doubt it will last much longer. I'm quite familiar with TrueFire myself, and it's definitely a great service, full of valuable courses taught by excellent guitarists, covering many techniques and genres. Of course, YouTube is completely free and full of great information too, and tab sites like Songster and Ultimate Guitar have great free options. I'll drop a tally here with pricing info for these services for you to pause on. And for subscription-based services, I will usually give the yearly price because it's ultimately cheaper, but that doesn't mean a monthly one isn't available. There are also often free trials that you can use. So pause here. Rocksmith Plus. I just really want to talk about Rocksmith Plus quickly. In the simplest way to explain, don't get it. It lacks some of the best parts of Rocksmith 2014, whilst ditching the upfront cost for a new subscription-based fee. It is genuinely worse software for a far higher price. Anyway, we're now onto the final metric of consideration: fun. There are different elements that make certain services fun. For some people, it's the user interface. For other people, it's the amount of songs available. And for others, it might be the people that teach you. That's why ultimately it could depend on the specific person. But for most people, guitar games are the most fun way to learn. Musician is a solid option, but its interface is a bit dull in comparison to Rocksmith and Rocksmith Plus. We have already ruled out Rocksmith Plus from before, so ultimately we're left with one option: Rocksmith 2014 Remaster. And as someone who has used it a lot, it's definitely a very fun method with everything from the interface to the guitarcade. Personally, I think that fun is a very important part of learning guitar, as instead of dreading practice, it can help you to look forward to it, which is essential. I genuinely love playing guitar and getting better, and if I wasn't taught in a way that made me enjoy it as I do, I don't know if I'd still be playing at all. Conclusion. At this point of the video, you probably noticed that Rocksmith and lesson sites have received the most praise, and you're probably expecting me to solely recommend them to you guys. But it's not that simple. So if you have the money, then getting a good qualified guitar teacher for whatever amount of time is definitely ideal. They'll help you with all the minor mistakes you didn't know you were making, including posture, and guide you down the right path as a musician. That being said, there are still ways to emulate this whole experience for a lot cheaper. Using Rocksmith 2014 to practice and Justin Guitar to learn, and then expanding your knowledge with YouTube tutorials and on TrueFire and Tablature is a great method to learn guitar for very cheap. JustinGuitar.com is free and very highly reviewed for complete beginners. But once you get better, I would recommend switching to something like Guitar Tricks or Fender Play. Eventually, you'll reach a point where you don't need Rocksmith, Guitar Tricks, or any lesson site, and you can go your own way, learning difficult songs and techniques. Make sure to get the most out of YouTube lessons by following creators like Bernth, Rick Beato, and Paul Davids. And seriously, check out TrueFire Jamplay, as for a reasonable price you can get access to hours and hours of content from legendary guitarists such as Yngwie Malmsteen and Steve Vai, along with thousands of hours of content overall. You'll also get access to Jamplay, which is a solid lesson site, but not as good for beginners as Guitar Tricks or Fender Play. And once you get good at guitar and start writing songs, you'll naturally want to get good at recording. Luckily for you, I have a short yet in-depth guide linked in the description. Good luck, comment what video I should do next.